Welcome to News with Clay, your go-to source for all the news we care to share. He's sharp, he's witty, and if you ask his uncle, he still owes him $20.
For the record, that 20 came from a bet that I could teach my dog to play chess. In my defense, he was very good at checkers. Tonight's top story, President Trump is firing Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, accusing her of mortgage fraud. In his letter, Trump wrote that he lacked confidence in her integrity and accused her of deceitful and potentially criminal conduct in a financial matter, saying her actions called her competence and trustworthiness into question. Now, let's be clear. Lisa Cook has not been convicted of anything. She's innocent until proven guilty. But here's a question to ponder. If someone accused of a financial crime is deceitful, potentially criminal, and untrustworthy, what do we call someone convicted of 34 financial crimes? Just curious. Asking for a friend. Elsewhere in the Capitol, the Pentagon has officially removed Lieutenant General Jeffrey Kruse as head of the Defense Intelligence Agency. His firing follows his team's report that U.S. strikes on Iran's nuclear sites only delayed the program a few months, not obliterated them, as the White House claimed. And for that, he got shown the door. It's like ripping out your smoke detectors because they keep going off when there's a fire. Maybe he can meet up with former Bureau of Labor Statistics Commissioner Erica McIntarfer and start a Fired for Telling the Truth Club. First rule of Fired for Telling the Truth Club, you don't talk about the truth. Second rule, seriously, stop talking about the truth. It's bad for your career. In yet another D.C. area story, the FBI raided John Bolton's Maryland home and D.C. office as part of a probe into potentially mishandled classified documents. When asked where all the alleged documents are, Bolton responded, "Maybe you should check Mar-a-Lago." Okay, to be clear, that's not what he actually said. But you know Bolton was thinking it, and so was every FBI agent carrying those moving boxes. In the world of science, doctors in China transplanted a genetically modified pig lung into a human patient. The lung worked for 9 days, and which doctors called promising. Everyone was pleased with the results, and except, of course, the pig. That's right, and science is celebrating. Patients are hopeful. And somewhere out there, Wilbur is trying to file a missing lung report. I can see the new marketing campaign. Take a deep breath with your new pig lung. Can you smell the bacon? Pigs. They're not just for breakfast anymore. In business news, Cracker Barrel unveiled a rebrand of its logo, removing its iconic Uncle Herschel Barrel Man in favor of a simple text-only Cracker Barrel design. The move was widely criticized for erasing the chain's beloved Americana aesthetic. Critics blasted the redesign as proof Cracker Barrel had gone woke. Folks, it's a restaurant with cracker in the title. If this is woke, then my wheat thins are gluten-free. And in a late twist, the company says it's got an updated version of Uncle Herschel ready to add back to the logo, but judging from the mock-up, I don't think it's going to calm anybody down. And in the world of entertainment, Snoop Dogg is making headlines after saying kids' movies these days have too much LGBTQ content. He says during a Pixar film, his grandson asked him how 2 women could make a baby, and Snoop admitted he didn't know how to answer. Now he says he wants kids' movies to have more ABCs and less WTFs. I hear you, Snoop. I had a similar experience when my nephew asked me to explain your song, Gin and Juice. Let's just say that conversation did not go well either. David Spade says he was followed home by aggressive autograph seekers. At first, he was afraid and upset. Then he realized all they wanted was for him to sign some Funko Pops, which made him furious. Everyone knows Spade only signs Laboobas. But the very last straw, one of them called him Dana Carvey. That's when Spade said he thought about getting his gun because following him home and scaring the crap out of him is one thing, but mistaking him for his old SNL co-star, that is a death penalty level crime. One other piece of entertainment news. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have officially announced their engagement. And you'll forgive the lapse in journalistic neutrality, but as both a Chiefs fan and a Swiftie, I'll make no jokes here. Just a sincere congratulations to the happy couple. And our final story tonight. Bernie Sanders is praising Donald Trump. I know, a weird sentence, right? But why? Because Trump just had the government take a 10% stake in Intel, which is basically socialism. The kicker? Trump wants to do lots more of these deals. This was Bernie's big idea in 2022, and now Trump's doing it, which raises the question, is this progress, or is socialism acceptable when it's wrapped in a MAGA hat? Either way, I'm not a fan. I honestly don't know what else to say. Mostly because that's all the news they wrote for me to read to you. Consider yourself informed. Until next time.